fairly simple to use and straightforward. You know an ORM, you will know active objects, and you will figure out how to use it fairly easily. It's lightweight, and also one thing I should have mentioned here, it plays well with OSGI, which is the underlying framework or technology of the plugins 2 system. This is a big reason why sort of Hibernate and Offbees were a bit more sort of difficult, or were not good choices basically for us to put in the plugin framework. They're quite heavyweight. Unfortunately, not all the products use the same ORM tool. Otherwise, it would have been maybe a bit easier to choose and say, okay, let's pick, if everyone was using Hibernate, well, let's make Hibernate available to plugin developers. But not everyone is, so we had to actually add another, tool framework in there, and Active Objects fits, the build pretty well there. And we have committers at Atlassian on that project. I'm actually even the project owner now, and Dan Brown is committer. I can give commit access to anyone, so it's open source, fairly easy and straightforward. Even if you guys find bugs or whatever, just let me know, ping me, and then we'll figure out how to solve them and how to commit code against it. So we have a fairly good control over the project and how it goes, and if we need to add stuff to it to make it work better for our plugin system, then we can. So I guess the question now is, okay, when can I use it? When can I start playing with it? What's your roadmap? Well, first, the Greenhopper team inside Atlassian is actually starting to have a play, and they've done a spike a few weeks ago, basically a first spike of how they would migrate Greenhopper onto Active Objects. And the idea so far is that they actually start implementing Active Objects in Greenhopper for their new version that's going to be compatible with Jira 4.4. So the idea is also to have the first version of Active Objects bundled in Jira 4.4. I've been working on that with some Jira developers, trying to fix the few issues here and there to make sure that it integrates well with Jira. And especially, it's mostly around backup, restore, and the upgrade framework. That there are things that we need to integrate properly, and that means that by Jira 4.4, what we hope is to have a good beta preview so that you guys can start, planning your development on Active Objects, having a look, seeing how it performs for you, figuring out if you have use cases that we need to fix one thing or two, and so that for Jira 5, and that's for the target, we would have a general availability, meaning that basically we say, yep, develop your plugins using Active Objects. That is the new sort of component in the plugins framework, in the plugin toolbox, and that's the best choice when you want to persist any data in the products. And in the meantime as well, I'm going to be pushing together with some conference developers so that we can have a beta preview for Conference 4 as well. And the other products will follow. I know that there's some Bamboo developers, for example, have been sort of playing with Active Objects a bit as well and trying to put it into Bamboo, which shouldn't take too much trouble. We just need to find the bandwidth at some point to make sure that we can do it properly so that you guys can start using it as well there, and same for the other products. One other thing that we're doing internally as well is some studio specific plugins are being developed using Active Objects. This way we hope we'll be able to sort of iron out some of the stories around upgrade, around migration of data, around simple daily use of Active Objects as a development tool. And one more thing is you can start using it today. This latest version is 0.9.6, and right now CodeGuys has been launched. Are you all aware about CodeGuys this year? Yeah, everyone seems to be nodding. So yeah, there's CodeGuys has been launched, and there's still a few weeks to submit your entries. So I really encourage you have a look and see if you have any plugins, any good ideas you want to submit. There's a special category for active objects plugins, or plugins that use active objects behind the scenes. I'll be on the judging panel apparently. So please do submit your plugins. It's great fun to see what you guys can see and do. And I think it will also provide all of us good feedback on how the technology is going and what we can do to improve it in the next versions, and before we actually say it's ready for prime time. So that's pretty much it for today. Just 4 things I want you to take away is first, have a look at Active Objects, the project. It's on Studio, so that's that URL right there at Atlassian. There's some documentation on the wiki where you can find a getting started guide and have a look and have a play. There's a sample plugin as well I developed that's fairly basic, but I think is pretty good enough to have an idea of how it works. It even has a bit of an example of upgrade tasks and so on. There's the Java.NET project, obviously, where the information about the Active Objects framework itself sits. I'm happy to for any help as well if you want to jump on board and document a bit this or that and stuff like that. I'm always happy. My email address. If you have questions, issues with Active Objects, new features you'd like and stuff like that, don't hesitate. I'm really looking for feedback there. I don't want to send that without any feedback and then figure out later that it doesn't quite fit and there were little things we could have done beforehand. So don't hesitate. And obviously the CodeGuys competition. So there's the URL right there, where you want to submit your entries.